Howdy folks, today we are going to be revealing the Collective OP Month 1 prize package I am super stoked about. So stay tuned and I will tell you all about the prizes in this pack. Okay, so let's start off with the ship. It's a Surok class. It's the Ti'Mur from Star Trek Enterprise, and it's a typical 22nd century ship. I think in all the classes that you're seeing of the ship, the stuff that's earlier on in the tech tree, I guess, it's just not as strong. It's just not as resilient, if you will, compared to some of the stuff that's obviously later down, a few centuries later, coming down the line. It's certainly no Enterprise D. It's certainly nothing comparable to the stuff that you see in the quote-unquote modern era of Star Trek. So, you know, it's an interesting vessel for that. But because the other Vulcan vessel is of the same era, I kind of like it. The vessel that's coming out this weekend is actually a nice complement to this ship. It's, with the stat line of the ship, it's a little bit smaller, a little less resilient. It's like a little brother ship, if you will. And I think that they're going to pair well together. If you do pick up this ship, taking that other Vulcan ship is just going to be kind of a nice to have to kind of go together and gives you a little more options on this ship. Now, what makes this ship really interesting is that it is captained by Vanek, who obviously captained the Ti'Mur on the show, so that's not a surprise, but his ability is so freaking amazing. Taking 2 points off of any tech upgrades on the ship just makes everything super awesome. It's super awesome when it comes to specifically Vulcan and Federation upgrades, tech upgrades only now. It's interesting, one, because it makes a lot of options really cheap. Two, because there it is, right on a card, right in the rules. Faction purity is not necessarily the design of this game. People who choose to play faction pure are choosing that. But the designers have written it right on this card here that there is obviously some intent for mixing. And having a -2 on a Federation upgrade actually makes it cheaper than it would otherwise be on a Federation ship. So that is an amazing ability in and of itself. Now, the other card that makes this card really interesting is the combat vessel variant. It is a variant only for the Surok class, and it is freaking awesome. I think that this upgrade to boost up the attacks and boost up the resiliency of the ship is freaking awesome, and why you would not take it is beyond me, especially with Vanek as the captain. You have this ability, which normally costs 6 points, is now 2 points. Just, it's an auto take at 4 points. You would totally take this at 4 points, because, you know, that's what you kind of pay for a boost in the stat line anyways, and really, what else is competing for that tech slot on this ship? There really isn't anything else. The other tech slot they've made available to you is a tractor beam, which is, it's okay, but it can either be used to leverage the named ship's ability, because you just disable it and get the +1 attack die to kind of boost up more attacks. You can have this ship with the combat vessel variant, and the named version's ability, shooting 4, which is pretty freaking awesome. It's 5 at range band 1, and all of a sudden you're in Klingon shooting territory right there. And that tractor beam at 2 points, when you take the captain, Vanek, it's free. And that is pretty amazing as well. So, as a pack, I really like how cohesive this is. The interesting elite talent in this pack is diplomacy, and basically it essentially nullifies the ship that it's on, as well as a target ship within range band 1 and 3. And it is like, it is a discard that is 5 points, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm not a fan of 5-point discards. It hurts me in the heart. It's gotta be like, mine's good to be like, discard for 5 points, because I look at 5 points, and then you could do so much with 5 points and have abilities that stick around. There is also a crew guy on this ship, and this is an awesome card to have, and I would totally put him on my Vulcan ship. I might even actually put him on the booster if I do, you know, win this ship and pick up that booster. He'd do quite well on that other ship as well. The participation prize is the thing that I'm super excited about in this pack, though, because I think that this is the resource that is going to break me and my, like, super love that I've pretty much married my flagship card, which I've like, taken on dates and stuff because I love it so very much. This is the item that's going to replace that. It's 5 points. It's like the elite attack die, except as a counter attack dice, it's rolled A as a defense dice, and B, it has hits on it, which your opponent cannot do anything to defend. So that's me gushing about this prize pack. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below and what you're planning to take on your collective OP Month 1 build. I'm interested to see what people are looking at taking as a faction. If you're taking factions at all, if you're playing mixed, let me know what kind of combinations of ships and captains you're taking, because while I'm not going to ask you to spill your entire list, because I know it's competitive out there, I am interested in seeing what people are thinking right now and what the meta is like in your region, because as we all know, it just depends where you are. Some people are playing very Borg heavy right now. Some people, there were no Borg who showed up to the Tholian web, so I'm really interested in seeing what's up with that. Also, don't forget to hit the like button to like this video if you want to see more videos just like this one, and subscribe to my channel because I will be making more videos about Star Trek Attack Wing. That is a certainty. Until next time, I will see you soon.